Hey guys, and welcome back to my playthrough of Spider-Man Miles Morales. I hope you guys are staying safe as we approach Christmas time. Last time, this is part 8, I believe. Last time, we infiltrated Phin's underground gang and learned that she's hiding the Nuform that she stole in the Gem Theater, which is not far from where we are at the moment. So we're going over to pay it a visit and to say, bad Nuform, get back to being dead, because Nuform's bad, because it makes people sick. So yeah, we're wearing the Into the Spider-Verse suit for this episode, and my god, it looks awesome. I think it's really cool how it's Miles who actually makes the suit and not S.H.I.E.L.D. or anybody else like in this game. And I like how there's actually no red webbing on it. You can see the webbing, but it's like grayish now compared to since the black spray paint has been put on. It feels very homemade.
If I can figure out what Phin's planning to do with the Nuform and take it from her, it'll be a good day.
I think it would have been really cool if we got to see Mysterio in the next game, which we probably will, but it'd be cool if we got to see him at a theater or something, since he was a film design, like a film,
Keep working on that one.
like a film, since he was a film special effects artist, or special effects, expert.
You're not friendly.
Your suit says that was 300 kilojoules. How is that just out?
Benefits of bioelectricity, I guess.
Who knows, maybe his father was half Electro. Ugh.
Sign of the power source?
Several.
I am
But these cables
immune.
lead the way.
Electrified barrier is next level. Maybe they got nervous after someone infiltrated Fisk Tower.
Who do that?
Don't know, maybe coronavirus? Time to become the Hollow Spider. So yeah, guys, I hope you're staying safe in the holiday season.
Seize the time.
I hope you guys are, if you've lost your jobs, I hope that you found others, since the economy's basically died after the virus hit. I mean, it's not dead, but I mean, it's not in very good shape. So I hope you guys are healthy. I hope you have enough money to provide for your families, and just, the normal stuff that you would require as a citizen of the earth. I know, especially of the United States. So I hope you guys are doing fine. I don't know exactly what to talk about. Jesus Christ. This is what I get for playing on Ultimate mode. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Alright, well, I guess we can figure out what happened to that guy. But yeah, I never thought about this until now, but this kind of reminds me of the battle in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon that Peter has with the Shocker in that one episode.
Not for the others.
The first time we see Shocker, and we see Montana as Shocker. It's really cool. I really like that part. I thought that it was a very good episode. I mean, most of the original episodes of Spectacular, most of Season 1 episodes are pretty great. Yeah. I guess we'll talk about Miles' representation in media, since that's a big thing right now. I mean, originally he was just a comic book character, and nobody really knew about him. And I didn't know about him until like 2014, when I saw the Variant Comics video about his history. By the way, shout out to Eris Quinones, the guy who runs that. I love your videos. No one really knew who Miles was, and I mean, he had his own appearance on the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. And when that show ended, he appeared on the Marvel Spider-Man cartoon, which did a pretty mediocre job. Of representing him. But I'm not going to get into that. I think it just made Miles just Spider-Man 2, which is kind of what he was in the comics, but I mean, that's the worst thing Miles can be, and that's what kind of alienates me from Miles, is that he's just a Peter Parker copycat. But once the Into the Spider-Verse movie hit the theaters, people started seeing, people were actually, most of the media knew who Miles was. And, you know, that's a good thing, because Miles deserves representation. Especially in today's climate, with all the hostility, all the violence, you know. I mean, it was pretty bad 2 years ago with all the violence happening, but it's even worse now in 2020, which is officially the worst year, which I believe is a fact. 2020 is the worst year of the 21st century so far, and probably since, I don't know, since ever. I mean, there are highlights to it, but overall it's a pretty bad year.
Now we gotta drain that generator.
Yep.
Cool. Chipping away.
Yeah, but, you know, I think that Miles is picking up in media. I mean, he's doing much better than he was 10 years ago when he was first introduced. I know it hasn't been a full 10 years. I think it'll be a full 10 years in, like, May of next year, since he was made in 2011. Or he was created in 2011. But he's been around for 9 years. He's pretty dang close to being 10 years, being a decade old. And I really think that this game does some really good things with his cast, but I'll talk about that some other time in the review, and I'll talk about especially the Prowler. Uncle Aaron Davis is represented much better in this game and Into the Spider-Verse, but I don't want to, just in case you guys haven't seen the ending and all the stuff that happens, which I'm sure most of you have. I have, because I've played the game like 3 times over by this point. In case you haven't, I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, it's only been about 4 weeks since the game released. Yeah.
One more.
But yeah, I think that he's just, you know, he's got some really good things to come for him too, like the Into the Spider-Verse sequel, which is supposed to come out in 2022, and eventually the sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man 1. So, you know, I think the future's looking bright for the Spider-Man, which, I mean, it's been pretty good ever since Marvel got the rights back to got his movie rights back. Which I'm not a big fan of the MCU Spider-Man, but I mean, I think it's much better than what they were doing in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, which was pretty bad. And I know I'm yammering a lot, so I'm going to be quiet, since I know I've been talking over the characters, which is something that I do not stand for.
That was the way to the main auditorium, and now it's locked.
Maybe
It's
there's
the-
a staircase or an elevator.
This reminds me of the part in the Spectacular Spider-Man episode where where Peter gets Shocker to you know, shoot down all of the pillars that are holding up the theater.
Yo, Phin, not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah, we can work on the delivery.
Giant armored silo looks promising.
I guess the underground are really into Roxxon's red.
Really feeling like my gaming rig is underpowered right now.
Yeah. Phin's going full supervillain layer here. Are you seeing this giant armored container thing?
Totally not suspicious. You think the Nuform's in there?
I got a hunch, yeah. Container's got cables running away from it. I wonder,
Oh, and by the way, I forgot to ask my question last episode.
Krieger doesn't understand Nuform well enough to make more. Phin does. She mapped out how its reactivity works.
So, if you guys, the question of the day is, which of Miles' unique powers would you rather have? Miles' Venom Blast or his camouflage? Just let me know.
Let's make a pros and cons list.
I think I prefer his Venom Blast, even though they're both great.
Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro, talking to her is easier than sneaking around behind her back.
Con, the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone who you are.
You told me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole Tinkerer thing.
Maybe you're right.
If only you knew how south things were gonna go, Miles, if you did that.
Right, that's two.
I really like the tether webs. I wish you could use these in combat.
That's the worst thing that
You could use
happened.
a Venom web.
There's the guy 30 blocks away.
But that might be the, that might, what was I talking about?
Looks like Finn's making a new mask, shield. As soon as I find a way around the underground weapons, she comes up with something new.
Yep. Oh, alright, that's not gonna work.
Drywall's falling apart.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. It'll come to me probably.
Finn's been making me weapons to deal with me. Guess she told the rest of the underground to keep tabs. Yeah. Let's go.
It's over 9,000!
Can't make a direct connection.
There you go. Yeah, I guess it would be too similar to the electric web if we had a tether web or a venom web. I think it'd be cool. I mean, they made a whole puzzle devoted to electric webbing. I do miss those circuit puzzles though, because those were
What are you
fun.
up to, Phin?
I hope they put them in the sequel.
Finn's pumping energy into the new form, making it unstable like my venom did.
Which exploded the bridge. So, what? Does she want to blow up the theater?
Not the theater. Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa, what? That's... How could she...
It's not open yet, so there'll be no casualties. But I can't let her do this. I'm taking a new form.
You mean the Kool-Aid?
Come on!
Spread out. He's here somewhere.
I need to get the new form. After I deal with her glow stick army.
Yeah.
Just to put it out there, what if Finn's right? And this is the best way to beat Roxy?
Finn's not just talking about throwing a rock through a window. She wants to blow up a building on my block.
This also reminds me of the Shocker fight.
People get hurt. I can't let her take that chance.
You're right. Let's get that new form out of here.
Got the same structure.
Your vet got sick after being on the bridge.
Oh. I guess the remote mine is too like the electric web. It'd still be cool to have a tether web. I don't really use the gadgets though. I mean, mainly I just use Venom because Venom is awesome. Not, you know, normal Venom. Miles is Venom. I wonder how that's gonna go when Venom is introduced in the sequel, which he most definitely is at this point. I wonder how it's gonna be like if they're gonna call how they're gonna introduce it as Venom, and if like Miles is gonna get ticked that they took his name. I mean, it was really Genki's name in this universe. Woo. Yeah, guys, I might also do some content for Marvel's Avengers since the Kate Bishop DLC is supposed to drop tomorrow. Tomorrow from when I'm recording this, which is December 7th. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna upload this. Probably next week. But yeah, I might make some content relating to that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, combat. Man. Even though it's really fun, it can be very stressing at times with such powerful enemies. I was bitten by a radioactive ninja spider. Maybe that's what they should call Miles if he ever gets his actual real, if it gets a distinguishing name, which I think he should, since, you know, there's one thing in the Ultimate Universe where Peter was dead, but I mean, now he's in 616 universe and he's got Peter by his side, so what are they gonna call him? I don't want him being called Spidey or Kid Arachnid. We got Super Kool-Aid Underground Man. Ow. Ah! And I think in the next episode we're going to be wearing the Spider-Cat suit, which is my favorite suit in the game. But I don't really wear it that much, and I'll explain why in the next episode. Since I don't think it's going to happen in this one. Since I think I'm going to try to see if we can squeeze in the next level with the Prowler, which is pretty dang short. But if not, that'll be the next episode. Since the next level is very short in comparison to the last couple, which have been pretty long. Boing, boing. Miles must unleash his inner Pikachu, as Senza says it. And I might make a challenge kind of like Senza's, where like, can you beat this game without dying? So yeah.
Okay. No.
Time for this chase sequence, and I've been waiting to talk about how good the two chases are in this.
Seriously? I just want to talk.
Oh yeah, this is definitely much better than the Rhino one.
Stop. So you can steal my Nuform?
But yeah, even though there are only two chase sequences in this game, much like the first game, they're really good, especially this one. Since, you know, the traversal has improved significantly. Oh, there's the museum where Black Cat Black Cat stole the Maria painting from the last game's DLC. This is the part from the trailer, I think.
How about we use our words? How about you stop being such lame?
Oh, sorry. Hold on, give me a second. That was a mistake. Alright, back. Yeah, compared to the Rhino fight, this is just serious stakes. I just wish that there was one with like the Prowler or something. Or another one with Rhino.
Tell her the truth?
Yeah, as soon as I catch her.
Time for the big plot point to come up.
Do you think I'm stupid? You want to hear this, I promise. That's off, Spider-Man!
Miles, you should know that she's not going to listen to you. Whoa, 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 whoa. The heck? I did not expect that. here's the other part from the trailer, but they snuck it in there so we couldn't see it was the Tinkerer. I think we all thought it was the Prowler back then, but it wasn't. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, here we go. I'll be quiet for this cutscene. I'm talking way too much.
Give me one good reason not to end you.
My mom will be very upset.
Maya?
Can we just...
She did the Batman disappearing trick. Man, Miles cannot catch a break.
That could have gone better. I think she cracked a rib. Or 3.
Oh boy.
Hey, how'd it go with Phin?
Not great. You still at my place?
I'm actually at home. My parents get back next week, so I thought I'd clean. But I can come back.
Nah, it's okay. I'll call you later. Now what? Hey, Uncle Aaron. I need some advice.
About what exactly?
Just everything. Are you free?
I can wrap up what I'm doing. Call you in a few.
Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. I have no idea where Phin is. Or the Nuform. Guess I should kill some time till Uncle Aaron's free.
Yep. Well, that was a big twist. Let's not do an activity because I want to leave enough time for the next mission. Yeah, we're at 22 minutes right now, so I might have to split it into 2 parts.
Stop me if you've heard this. Spider-Man chases villain through millions of dollars of property damage funds. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino Ram. Then the break. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinker. I say those two should get a room, preferably a prison set, and hash out their differences in private. Somewhere very, very far from New York. And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. Maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the great Wakandan cook-off without getting interrupted by my fire escape being torn off the side of my building. Darn it, that reminds me. Jared, did you send my DVR?
You're right, Jameson. This Spider-Man's a menace. He should be brought to justice.